If you had to pick between a home upgrade that was gonna either elevate your home's look, provide more functionality, or increase your home's value, which would you choose? What if I told you you didn't have to choose? Home organization is one of my favorite home upgrades because it delivers on all three of those points. In this video today, you're gonna come away with plenty of home organization ideas and inspiration to make your next home update the envy of all your friends. Today we are at Inspired Closets Las Vegas, where they go far beyond bringing closets to life. With home organization, there's entertainment centers, laundry rooms, pantries, just to name a few. Just take this entertainment center that's built in, for example. When we're talking about elevating your home visually, this is a great representation of that. You've got lighting options, you've got multiple different colors going on, the functionality of it being able to open and close these doors, hide some things back behind there that you don't want to see, or you could even have glass frontage to where people can see into something there. The shelving providing, plenty of space for you to put things on display. You got to remember, typically what you'd see here is just a blank white wall, maybe a TV on there, and then a console of some sort. So visually, you're really enhancing the space with so much more than even a splash of paint could possibly do. Add into that the functionality, and you have a space that can be the center for your whole home, kind of a real statement piece. It's something that when your friends come over, they go, man, I wish I had something like that. And it doesn't even have to be confined to a living room. This could be something that you have in an office space, maybe, so when you're on Zoom, you have something in your background where you have your awards and accolades on display. It's really something, again, that's gonna bring the visual of your home to another level. When we're doing a home upgrade, it's always great to get those visual upgrades and make everything look so nice and new. But the other component to it is the actual functionality. When we're redoing spaces that we utilize every single day, we're going into our closets and utilizing all of these spaces. It's providing a daily benefit to you as well. You're getting more than just looking at these. Now, functionality can be as simple as just pull out where you can have your socks and hats, the shelving for your clothes to be folded and have some shoes displayed. It could be a pull out like this, where you get to have a mirror and check yourself right before you go out, make sure everything's nice and neat and in its place. Convenience could be a part of the functionality as well, being able to just have easier access to some of your items that you use on a daily basis, or even being able to hide some things that might be a little more unsightly. You got your laundry hampers here, so your dirty clothes aren't just kind of thrown all about. You can throw them in there, close this up, and no more mess. The functionality and benefits aren't just limited to large closets as well. If you take this, for example, you could have a very basic sliding closet door, and you put this in there and you've completely made better use of the space and upgraded 1000%. All of these customizable features are so awesome, and it's great to come in here and be able to test them all out and see what works best for you. In addition to those features, though, there's the functionality of just utilizing the space in its best possible way. When we're getting a brand new home, you typically get one bar to hang your clothes on, maybe a shelf if you're lucky, whereas here, you're utilizing all of this space from floor to ceiling. On top of it, there's a certain feeling we get when we get ready for our day and have everything in its place. You're able to go and find exactly what you need and start off your day with purpose and execute and be even more productive just from that initial start to the day. In addition to bringing you value personally, let's go talk about how this is gonna bring your home value as well. When you step foot into a house that has something like this, the perceived value is gonna go off just going, how much did somebody spend on this and what would I be willing to spend on it? And the actual value of it is gonna be when people go from home to home and they're searching for their next place to live, and they come across one home that doesn't have some of these home organization elements versus a home that does, they're gonna be willing to pay more for this house over here because it has these features that they can utilize and look great. You're probably wondering what this is gonna cost. Right now, we're gonna go talk to an expert that's gonna give us some further insight, and I'm sure you'll find that it's probably even more affordable than you would have thought. So Rebecca, our viewers are definitely seeing all of the beautiful touches that you guys are able to put in these spaces. I'm sure they're wondering, what does something like this cost? Is there a range or maybe some factors that come into the pricing?
Sure, there's absolutely a range. Again, we are going to have We're one of the only companies that has any kind of pricing on our website. So for instance, when we start here, again, depending on the space and what you put in the project, you're gonna have sort of a ballpark. Now, can it go up from there? Absolutely. But we wanna be able to make it fit and be exactly what you want. So again, our website is gonna indicate that our boutique closets start at, let's say, 20,000. Okay, then they're gonna walk you through some of the other areas in your home. Now, does everybody get a boutique closet? Absolutely not.
Right.
You might not even have room for it.
Exactly.
So it really depends on what you need. But to give you some kind of guidance, we're gonna let you know this finish costs more than this finish. Those handles cost more than that. When you add things into the project, drawers, glass, lighting, mirrors, all of those things are gonna be cost drivers and add to the ultimate price.
But I think the good thing to know is that there is a range for every project. So
Absolutely.
like if you don't have the space for the boutique closet and you have your sliding doors, there's a price range for that as well, where you can take your small space and make it as efficient as possible for you as well.
It's very functional, especially like a reach-in. So you've got basically that one wall that you're working with. You have, you know, between 1,000 and 2,000, maybe 3,000, some on a very manageable price point, depending on if, again, you're adding things. If you just need some hanging and some shelving, we got you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's gonna not break the bank. You're looking at maybe $1,000.
Sure.
And you've got a guest closet or your kid's closet, something that they can grow into. It's way more functional than just that one pole, and you've got a lot of options still.
I think the other component too is when you're able to work with a pro that knows what they're doing and has run into all of the scenarios you could possibly imagine, you get so much benefit from that. I'm sure in your experience you've seen people that have tried to do it on their own, but then they run into problems and end up calling you guys instead to solve it, right?
Absolutely. There's a difference in trying to figure it out yourself and having a pro just come in and sort of ease your mind and take care of all of the things that may come up. We've got very high quality materials. We use very high quality hardware. These are the kinds of things that you can't just go pick up at the local hardware store.
Sure.
And that makes a difference at the end of the day. The construction, the quality, we want this to last. We want it to be working for you, functional for you, but you don't want to worry when you hang that dress that you haven't installed it correctly and it comes crashing down.
What pipes are behind that wall? What
Pipes
electrical
behind
is
the wall,
behind
the
that wall?
electrical, the vents, all of the things that you just maybe don't think about.
Awesome.
That's what we do. That's our job.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much for your guidance. You guys come in and see Rebecca here at Inspired Closets Las Vegas. These are the pros. You definitely want them helping you out through one of these projects. There's plenty of updates that you could do to your home. For example, you paint a wall, paint a room, and you're really gonna get that visual upgrade, but not really gonna hit on functionality or very much of a value to the home. If you were to change your water heater over to a tankless water heater, you know, you're getting a lot of functionality that way, and maybe some monetary value, but you're not getting that visual stimulation. I think we've shown today that this home organization route of home upgrade, you're really hitting on all three levels. I've got one last piece of insight for you. Before we jump into that, do me a favor, scroll down, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a comment as far as which one of these home organization updates you really want to do. My last piece of information for you is people are living in their homes longer than ever. It's not uncommon for people to stay in their home for 7 to 10 years. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're getting a little bit bored with the scenery that you have in your own home, but you also don't want to go out and buy something new. This is a great update for you to do to kind of breathe new life into your current home, and also add some functionality, add a little bit of value to the home as well. So come see my friends here at Inspired Closets Las Vegas. They're going to take care of you, help you get all the insight you need. Their showroom here is going to have all the inspiration you need. Let them know your favorite realtor, Jesse Vargas, sent you, that you saw this YouTube video and you had to come in. Thanks for watching. I hope it brought you a ton of value, and we're going to see you on the next one we put out. Later.